Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this glowy full face everyday natural makeup look. So if you'd like to see how I got this look that I wear on an everyday basis, then please keep watching. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by spraying this Algenist Splash Hydrating Setting Mist onto my skin. As you've realized, I've already done my eyebrows off camera since it does take me a little while to do and carve out my brows. So if you'd like to see an updated brow routine, please let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and start with that Algenist Hydrating Mist. This is just going to help keep the skin, especially because I have more dry combination skin, much more hydrated throughout the day. I am then going to follow up with this Wet n Wild. This is their Photo Focus Face Primer. I absolutely love this face primer. It's only about $4 or $5 at the drugstore, which is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and take a nickel size amount and just go ahead and rub that onto my skin. I am next going to be going in with this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This is their concealer. So what I've been doing more so recently is concealing my spots first and then putting my foundation on top. The next product that I'm going to be putting onto my skin is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I've been loving this foundation recently. I have it in the shade 202 Creamy Natural. If you don't have this, go out and try it. It's amazing. It just leaves your skin with a soft satin glow. I've already put on my foundation all over my face. I'm going to go ahead and now conceal underneath my eyes. I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape. This has been one of my also favorite concealers lately. It is very medium to full coverage, but also full coverage if you apply too much, which is amazing. So I have mine in the shade Light Sand, and I'm going to go right ahead and apply that underneath my eyes. My under eye concealer, as you can tell, it's very full coverage underneath my eyes compared to the before clip. I'm now going to go ahead and set it with some Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This is going to help my concealer from creasing throughout the day and lasting longer underneath my eyes. So I'm now going to go ahead and take it on an e.l.f. blush brush. Yes, I said blush brush. You can use brushes, any type of brushes that you like. This doesn't specifically just have to go towards blush. So I'm going to go ahead and just tap a little bit off. And I'm just going to go ahead and directly apply that underneath my eyes to set my concealer. I have already set my under eye concealer with the Cover FX powder. I also like to go in and cream contour lately. This has been one of my new favorite things. I feel like it just helps my bronzer and contour stay on much longer throughout the day, which is amazing because I want my makeup, if I'm going to put it on, all day. So I'm going to be going in with the Wet n Wild. This is their contour stick in the shade Oaks on You. I absolutely love this shade for my light to medium skin tone. So if you have about the same skin tone as I do, then definitely get Oaks on You. It'll just help bronze up the skin, more creamy without being powdery. But I will also be going in with a powder bronzer as well. I'm just going to be buffing that out with this Morphe B5 brush. I will also list all the products that I have used makeup wise as well as brushes down in the description as well. Okay, so after cream, contouring, and bronzing, as you can tell, the face already looks very warmed up compared to when we already had foundation on it. It just kind of gave us that blank canvas to start out with. But once you cream contour and add bronzer and everything like that, it does help warm up the face. So that's why I personally like doing it for my go-to everyday look. So to help bronze up my skin even more, I'm now going to be taking a powder. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I absolutely love this one. I believe it's their darker shade because they also did come out with a light shade as well. And I'm going to be blending it in with my Morphe E3 brush, and I will also list this down below as well. Now, after bronzing up my skin with the powder bronzer, I do like to go in and sculpt out my cheeks as well, just a little bit further. I'm going to be taking this NYX. This is their sculpt powder. I love this one, and I'm also going to be blending it in with a Morphe M437 brush. And I'm just going to be putting this right on top of the bronzer, but I'm not going to go too far. I'm just going to take it from the top of the ear and right to where my eye starts and ends. After bronzing and contouring, I'm going to go right ahead and start cleaning up underneath the bronzer and contour so it doesn't look muddy and it doesn't drag down my face. It'll actually look like I got a facelift or sucked my face in. I'm going to be going back in with that Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and I'm just going to go ahead and take that e.l.f. blush brush again, and I'm just going to go ahead and carve out underneath the bronzer and contour. Complexion is mainly done. I'm going to go ahead and start off with my eyes, and I'm going to do this before I apply my blush and highlight and then spray down the face and lips and everything like that. So I'm only going to be using 2 eyeshadows today from this Morphe 9A palette. I absolutely love this palette. It is so beautiful, and it has some shimmery shades in it. It also has some warm tones as well as some deeper shades if you do want to do a smoky eye look with it. But I'm going to go ahead and start off with this color right here. It's more of like a gold champagne type of a color. And I'm going to be taking it on my Morphe M421 brush. This is just a flat brush. And I'm going to go ahead and just apply this all over the lid, but not putting it into my crease. Now after we have that more glittery satin gold shade onto our lid, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this shade right here in the middle called Myself. It's more of like a soft brown shade, and I'm going to go ahead and just add that into my crease to give it some more depth. I'm going to go ahead and be taking it on a Morphe M330 brush. This is more of just a dome crease brush. Now after putting the shade Myself in my crease, I'm just going to go ahead with whatever's left over of the eyeshadow still on this brush. I haven't picked up any extra product, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw it onto my lower lash line just to add a little bit more depth underneath the eyes, but not having so much color like how our crease has. Just because I want to go for just an everyday, simple go-to look on my eyes, I don't want it to be anything too harsh. So now what I like to do next after the eyeshadow's done, you can go in with mascara and eyeliner if you want to wear that on an everyday basis. I will be doing mascara in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and finish off the complexion and the brows, and then we'll get on to the rest of the eyes. So I'm going to start off with putting some blush on. I've been recently really liking throwing blush just on top of the cheeks a little bit, just to add some more color back into my skin. So I'm going to be taking this MAC blush in the shade Prism, and I'm going to be taking it on a Morphe M141 brush. After blush, brush, I like to, of course, add some more glow back into my skin, and I'm going to be going in with one of my favorite highlighters lately. This is the Wet n Wild in the shade Precious Petals. This highlighter is so affordable. I found mine at CVS, and I think it's maybe like $4.99, if not like $6.99, but I'm pretty sure it's under $5. So what I'm going to do is take it on my Morphe M438 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and spray my brush after I already have the product on there. So I'm going to go ahead and dip into the highlighter. I'm going to spray my brush, and spraying your brush is going to actually help add more pigmentation and glow to the skin, with it looking a little bit more metallic and wet looking. So if you want your highlight to look wet but still glowy and not powdery, make sure that you do this little trick on wetting your brush. So after I went in and highlighted my cheekbones, Cupid's bow, as well as around my face, I'm going to go ahead and now set my eyebrows in place. Since I did do them off camera earlier, I'm going to go ahead and just set them now with some clear brow gel. So I'm just going to be taking this NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. I believe it's about $7. So one of my favorite eyebrow gels, and what I'm going to do is just make sure that I brush them up, because on an everyday basis, I want my eyebrow hairs to look as natural as possible, even though I have product in them. But when you have them stand up, it just looks a lot more natural and hair-like. I'm now going to go in after doing my brows. I'm going to start curling my lashes with an eyelash curler and adding some mascara to them. I'm going to be taking the Wet n Wild. I can't remember what this one's called, but I will leave it linked in the description down below since mine did come off. I'm going to leave that down below for you. But I really like this one to lengthen and separate my lashes, and then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara to add a little bit more volume to my lashes. So after that first mascara, I already went ahead and layered a second coat of the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara on top of the Wet n Wild one, and then also did it on my bottom lashes as well. So after the full face is done, I'm now going to step into lips. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with the NYX lip liner in the shade Natural. Next, after lining my lips with the NYX lip liner, I'm just going to go ahead and take one of my favorite glosses from Buxom. This is in the shade Blushing Margarita, and since it's more of like a natural everyday, my go-to look that I'm showing you guys right now, I just want my lips to look big and glossy and just plump and everything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Buxom gloss. Lastly, I'm going to go ahead and now set my face with the Algenist Splashed Hydrating Face Mist, and this is just going to help lock in all of my makeup for the day. So that wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please give the video a big thumbs up down below. And since you're already down there, please hit the big red subscribe button, since that will notify you every time a new video does come up from my channel. If you have any comments or suggestions for new videos, I would love to hear them, so please leave them down in the comment section down below. I will also be leaving a list of products that I used for today's video in the description box down below. So all you have to do is hit the two little arrows. It'll drop down and show you all the products that I used for today's video. And other than that, I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye!